Hey everyone, it's Joe with Curate, and today we are going to look at the top 5 most requested features we constantly hear about from our florists. So first, what we're going to do is let's start off with how to customize the fonts and colors of the proposal. So right now I am in an event, and what I'm going to do is click on the admin tab here. Once in the admin tab, now keep in mind this is an important tab because you can do anything from put an expiration date to also customize your markups. But to change the fonts and colors, let's scroll a little bit lower down here and you'll see you have a full color picker for theme, and you also have the ability to change title font, decorative font, and body font. And to change that, just click the little drop down right here and select whichever font you prefer. Next, what we'll talk about is the drag and drop functionality. So this is a very requested feature of ours, and it's the ability to drag and drop photos straight from sites like Pinterest, Google Images, even Instagram. In order to do this, let's scroll down a little bit lower in our proposal to wherever I would want to drag and drop this image. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit lower here, and let's go down to the individual line item I would want to actually put this on. So let's say here on this bridal bouquet line, I wanted to drag and drop this classic photo right here. All I have to do is in a separate window, just click, drag, and then drop within the dotted lines wherever I'd want to put this. Easy as that. Now let's look at the ability to how to build and save a recipe in the system. So I'm going to click this recipe button right here, and let's assume I already put in the flowers that go into this arrangement. However, let's assume now that this is a recipe that I use a lot throughout the course of the year, or at least a similar version of. In order to save this recipe, all we have to do is go to the wrench, and where it says Save to Products, click this button. Now, one piece of advice is that before you do this, give a description in the name of however you want to describe this, whether it's the color palette, whether it's the theme, just something for you to help remember that. Now let's look at the ability to make this a possibility. So let's say, for example, for this particular arrangement right here, I wanted to list this as an option for my client, but not have it count towards the subtotal for the event. So this $200 price, I just want to list as an option. In order to do that, all I have to do is click the checkbox right here, and you'll see State. Once you click this drop down, just click Possibilities. It will ask you to confirm the change. Click OK. And what you'll notice is that line item now disappeared. However, what it did is it now made it a possibility option, to where at the very bottom of the proposal, it will have an entire new section for your customers to see so that they can see different options or alternatives to consider without having it affect the sticker shock of the overall event. Then finally, let's look at the sheets that the system automatically generates for you behind the scenes. So in order to do that, once you have an event that's very well built and you already have the recipes in the top right corner right here, you'll see these 3 little lines. Once you click this, you'll have multiple options. So for example, if we wanted to click shopping list right here, what the system will do is automatically generate for you a list that protects your margins and lets you know exactly how many leftovers you can expect to have at the end of the event. So the nice part is, once you build out that booked event and its recipes, there are a lot of sheets behind the scenes that I would encourage you to check out using that tab in the top right corner here that will automate and streamline a lot of the portions of your event.